I know, right? But I saw Dispencer on the judge. Like, what's going on happening to us, and...
Shut the freaking mouth. I'm the judge here, and for child abuse. This what you get, a child abuser. To what have you done to Dispencer? Anyways, let us begin to what happened to your Dispencer. Sputnik. You have to apologize to Dispencer and forgive him. What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, I'm not gonna sorry Dispencer, because Dispencer always troublemaker and his friend troublemaker too. She deserve for grounded long time.
Oh really? Sputnik, you tries to kill Dispencer and his friend Manic. Also you just chomp off head with a saw. That was unacceptable, insane doing that. You should realize for child abuser. Juvie, you tries to gave her Manic for thrice for punishment day. What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, I'm gonna said for this, my son Manic always troublemaker. Because she doesn't like Chuck E. Cheeses, she deserve for grounded for few more.
Wow, you including. You tries to grab Manic on his hair. And also, you just burn Manic hair and now hair are completed gone. That was really insane you doing that. You must be ashamed to yourself. Miss Coral, you trying to help his principal and Sentry mother for getting punishment day for twice. What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, I'm not gonna said to Dispencer, because she the worst student every life, and my classmate a good teach her lesson, and Dispencer got owned and deserve him for big trouble.
Like whatever say yourself, also his father. And his mother. You tries to help principal to gave her hard to test and lot of name. You should be ashamed. You should realize teacher cannot allow for abused for student.
Hey, why would be doing that, Shanley? What kind of person are you? You look at kids and your voice are.
No, I'm not, Mr. Charlie. I'm not a kid. I'm teenagers.
Yeah, I'm an adult for my family. Stanley a teenager. And my son's still a kid.
Yeah, Shanley Skeeto are adult now and I'm teenager. Anyways, Mr. Charlie. You are insulting result for Dispencer gave her lot of test, just like Miss Coral. What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, Dispencer always worst classmate student ever. I let some child abuser, for teach him lesson, that's why I stopped child abuse for my students.
Oh crap, you let some child abuser for only for teach him lesson, not teach him lesson. This is a real child abuser, Mr. Charlie. You just cut off his limbs with a knife. That was unacceptable, insane you doing that. Your teacher and the principal, she must be a murder. You should realize that child abuse. Not teach him lesson. You are terrible awful, Mr. Charlie. Alright, next up, Jenny, you are psycho crazy for beat her up with a baseball bat at twice all the time. What do you have to say for yourself, young lady?
Well, Dispencer always worse to my students in my school. She becoming crazy and psycho, and Dispencer parent help for saying for fifth punishment, so I beat her up. She deserve for get karma and get guild.
Very funny, Jenny, very funny. You tries to student named John, you just hammer nail on his arm to her blood to comes out. That was very insane of doing that. You shouldn't know that's for child abuser. You should help the classmate student. Shame on you.
Hey, my daughter are feeling bad and made her cry. What kind of person are you? And
I didn't say that's Mrs. Lenny. Also, you including, you trying to help his parents with your daughter for punishment day for thrice. What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, I'm not gonna say for what did to Dispencer, because Dispencer worst student and his bully on her, and she was bullying in the school. I tell my daughter, and I call his parents. She deserve for grounded all the time.
Bull crap, and who cares about your daughter, because daughter are hit baseball bat at twice, remember last time. Dispencer always life better for your mind business, and also you trying hitting with the metal stick and punishment day. That was very insane of you two to do that. Didn't even realize what is called child abuse. Thanks to you. And the last, not least. John, you result, you trying to help his parents for fourth punishment day for sometimes. What do you have to say for yourself, little boy?
Alright, fine, I will tell the truth. First my classmate, my teacher, and my principal for beat her up with punching bag. Second, destroy her room with a dynamite and bombs with firecracker, and last, my teacher are spanking with a ruler on his back. That's it for I did wrong. I hope my parents gonna show us.
Oh my god, John, how dare you with your classmate, your teacher, and the principal? I can't believe you just beating her up with punching bag. What is wrong with you, John?
Your father right. Did you realize what did you called child abuse? That was unacceptable doing that, John. Everyone won't guilty for what have you done to the dispenser.
Your parents are right. That was very insane of you to do that. So, how do you all plead?
Not guilty, Shelly.
My wife is right. Not guilty.
I agree, not guilty.
My husband right. So not guilty.
Not guilty, Your Honor, or should I say Shenley?
Of course not guilty.
I'm surely not guilty.
Not guilty, please Shanley, I'm begging you.
Unfortunately guilty, because everyone will regret it.
Alright, there's one guilty left. But Shanley Skeeto are going to say guilty, right?
Yeah, because I agree with Dispencer, guilty. But everyone's saying not guilty anymore, so let's call everyone for guilty about Dispencer.
Yeah. She will be everyone guilty for what have you done to Dispencer, so I called it Stanley, and his friend name, Scanley, from Shanley Skeeto and Friends.
Thank you, Shanley. So this is why we're looking for some child abuser. Sentry, I saw your video to make how to get punishment day. That's as very illegals anymore. That video is not fun anymore. You should realize will be child protection from removed from your family.
Yeah, your video is very illegals. You should realize the child abuser, and Spencer, you tries to spank with a belt. Now I'm embarrassing right now. What is wrong with you? So I agree Dispencer for guilty.
Yeah, I agree my friends for guilty. Thanks to you, what have you done to Dispencer? So yeah, I'm out of here.
Thanks you for your time, Stanley and Scanley. Now next up is Cam, Marshall, and Miss Ribbon, from Rhythm Heaven Fever. Thank you very much. So, this is must be Spencer and Sentry. I can't believe you torture from your son. What is the matter with you people? I stop abuse with Marshall and Miss Ribbon, from 2011 of 2015 for I did wrong.
Didn't realize what exactly child abuse. They are must be up with a spike bat. Destroy her room gasoline. And chop off eyes with a knife like Dora parents, 24/7, punishment day.
I agree with Marshall. Didn't realize how your son have injuries. That was very insane of you to do that. It really breaks my heart, for what have you done to Dispencer?
Yeah, you did not apologize to her. So, thanks to you, what have you done to Dispencer? So, me, Marshall, and little Miss Ribbon, for agree for Dispencer, guilty. Thanks for your time, Cam, Marshall, and Miss Ribbon. Now next up is Stanley, of Shanley Skeeto father.
Thank you, Roger, or should I say Shanley. This is gonna be loud for you. So this is look like for 5th punishment day. We're furious at you right now. I can't believe you guys. For what have you done to Dispencer? Sentry, I saw on backyard and you just put grenade on his mouth and fake candy. What is the matter with you? Candy that must be real, not put the grenade at fake candy. I very loud at you and furious better than Hitler. So I agree Dispencer guilty. For what have you guys done to Dispencer? Thanks to you.
Thanks for you time Stanley. And the last, I called her Scanley, and Spanley, of Q&P of the word.
Luckily. So this is must be, Spencer, and Sentry, you didn't know that what called child abuse. That was very cruel, and unacceptable. You should realize for teach him lesson.
I agree. You did not apologize for what have you guys done to Dispencer. Spencer, you just put the oven inside on the person and turn into brunt. What is wrong with you? Oven that must be cooked turkey, not inside person on the oven, cause if you got insane, you cannot cook person in the oven. You should realize for child abuser. I bet that Dispencer guilty for what we guys done to Dispencer.
Yeah, you did not teach him lesson for what we guys done to Dispencer. So thanks to you I hope you gonna Dispencer ask for it.
Thanks for your time, Scanley, and Spanley. Alright, John is pleading guilty because says everyone will regret it. What is the journey and everyone for Sentry, Spencer, Sputnik, Juvie, Miss Coral, Mr. Charlie, Mrs. Lenny, and her daughter Jenny.
guilty.
Correct. John, you helping for fourth punishment day for dispenser parents. Your sentence will be 20 years as prison on third floor.
Oh no, what have I done? My parents are super furious at me, when I did to Dispencer.
Yes, I am, John, we're furious at you. What have you done to Dispencer? That is so illegal, John, we cannot brace yourself, this is your fault. Did you know what exactly child abuser? You should be ashamed yourself.
Jenny, you tries to help dispenser parents for dispenser punishment day, and also you beat her up with the baseball bats at the time. You are sentenced to 35 years, at this prison to right next to John. After she turned 13, you will move to country from Brazil.
What? You can't do this to me. That was the longest sentenced at this prison. Now my life is ruined. It for what did to Dispencer?
What, Shanley? That's totally not fair. Why my daughter still 35 years? She was young and older for growing up.
Shut up, Mrs. Lenny. That's what you get, dispenser parents and dispenser parents. You're helping to spank on his head with a metal stick for child abuser. You are sentenced to 60 years in police station.
Are you kidding me? 60 years. On police station. But this is not fair. That was longest sentenced will be life in prison.
I don't care about your saying. That's what you get for dispenser parents and dispenser punishment day. For your whole life. Alright, next up, Miss Coral, and Mr. Charlie, you didn't teach him lesson for dispenser. Miss Coral, you gave her hard to test, and Mr. Charlie, you said teach him lesson, not teach him lesson. This is a real child abuse for only teach him lesson. You're both are sentenced to 75 years in Canada prison.
What? Canada prison? But that's not fair. I was working as a teacher in the school. Why would I be sentenced?
And I was working as the principal in the school. Can't we have mercy?
I don't care. There's no pick a choice for you. That's what you get for dispenser parents and manic parents for teach him lesson and child abuse. Shame on you. And the last, but not least, Juvie and Sputnik, you tries to kill son Manic for child abuse. Juvie, you sent on fire on Manic hair, and Sputnik, you tries cut off his head with a saw. You both are sentenced to 85 years in the Ghost City.
What? 85 years? That is very longest sentence of life in prison.
Shanley, you can't do this. My son Manic is still living in the house.
Nobody cares. Your son are still living on his house and get home alone. I told that police said staying in the house. And finally, Spencer, and Sentry. You got child abuse on 5th punishment day and you just got murder. That was very insane of two to do that. We heard some child protection you must be remove on your family. You should realize and...
Hey Shanley.
Yes, Dispencer, what is it?
Well, I have got my plan for this. You remember last time when I was saying this?
Oh yeah, Dispencer, I remember, you saying for electricity with a chair?
Yeah, electricity with a chair is executed.
What? No. Dispencer, why? Why won't do this to us? Shanley, don't send request to Dispencer. I'm very sorry for what did to Dispencer.
Wow, Dispencer, I remember now, you said your parents will be executed. Your request is...
Just denied, please. I'm begging you.
Accepted.
No, 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 this can't be a time. No, 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 no.
Well, Spencer, and Sentry, I told Dispencer for what have you guys done to Dispencer and...
Shanley, stop that instead. You can't do this to Spencer and Sentry. We are very sorry for I did to Spencer.
Please don't execute it for Spencer and Sentry. You can't do that.
Shut your freaking mouth. Police officer. Take us for jail.
No Spencer. And Sentry.
Well, well, well. Anyways, your friends are going to jail. This is what you get, child abuser. After 3 o'clock in the night, you're going to execute it. Alright, police. Take care of these guys.
You can't do this to us. We are very sorry for what I did to Dispencer.
Alright, everyone. We should leave now. Core dismissed.